sudden I hear this loud bang. And it's these small steps and small wins that really matter. Refuse to let go of that desire or that thing you are working towards. Over time, it will become more and more natural.
It is all in our hands. It is all in our hands.
Good morning and welcome to today's vlog. My name is Jessica Benner, a 26-year-old living in the East Atlanta area, and today we are starting a week in my life vlog. I've never taken you along for a full week yet, so this is gonna be fun. We've started off strong this morning with some good devotions, breakfast, and I was editing another vlog for an hour, and now we are all ready to go to work. We are going to have an amazing day and an amazing week, and I'm excited to bring you along. Well, we are home from work. It was a good day, a long day. I worked extra long today. So I've basically always had part-time hours at my job here. There was a short season where I worked full-time. But since I'm working part-time and did you hear them yell? My goodness, the painters are still downstairs and they've been just having a ball down there. When I was home for lunch, there was this buzzing sound on the other side of my blinds. So I peeked over and there was actually a huge bee. I think it was a carpenter bee, but ginormous, buzzing around behind the blinds at my window. So I took some bug killer and sprayed it, and now I'm going to tentatively check it and see.
It was right over there when I sprayed it. He is nowhere to be found. Okay, maybe I think he's dead.
Well, that's a relief. Yeah. It was just not very pleasant. Not very pleasant. Anyways, 6 p.m. I have small group at 7:20-ish. And there's a lot of work to do between now and then. But you know what I'm going to do first? I am going to have a 10-minute power nap and recharge because I want to have a good evening, you know? It's never long enough. Well, it's time to change and time to make supper. 7:15 is my small group with 3 of my friends, and it's gonna be so good. Anyways, okay, let's go.
Let's get some rest. A big day ahead of us. Your seeds were crack's depth. My child, don't make a sound. It's time to sleep now. I give it all to you. I give it all to you. I give it all to you. Give it all to you.
Good morning. It is Tuesday. Last night with the small group was so good. My goodness. It is always such rich conversation and connection and just so good. But I totally forgot to take any video clips, but I'll introduce you to my small group gals one of these days. They're pretty amazing, and I am blessed, so grateful that we get together. Anyways, this morning has already been a full morning. Oh my goodness. So I went to work a little bit early because I had a bit of a scare. We had a client come in for an 8:30 meeting, which is not normal. Because it's just been really busy, so I had forgotten to prepare the meeting notes for this meeting. So, with 20 minutes to spare, I realized I had not prepared the meeting notes. This client was coming in. I had to skedaddle over to the office to prepare this thing. Anyways, it all worked out great, but it's been a little full at work, and kind of sucks when things are missed like this. Anyways, so I was able to do that, and then I quickly ran back home once she had gotten herself situated with the advisor to do the Bible reading, because it is Tuesday and I read every second Tuesday. So we just finished that, had a powerful time of prayer. Then now it's time to go back to work for 10 o'clock. Anyways, it's gonna be a full day, because right after work at 4 p.m., we are gonna leave to go to our young adult ministries at our church, because I'm on the worship team. It'll be good. Anyways, let's go to work. Well, we are sitting in the church parking lot. We made it, just barely. I'm super excited to practice with the worship team and see how everything goes here at the young adult ministries night. So we'll see how it goes. Well, hello. It is Wednesday after work. I've been home just chilling for a moment. Took a short nap, because sometimes after just a busy, mentally intensive day, like every day is at my job, you just, I need a little time to come home and just not think about anything. Last night, you guys, was a full night. It was a lot of fun though. So we got there quite a bit early from the actual service to do practice, prayer, and that was my first time like singing and being a part of a team where you had like inner ear monitors. So that was a unique experience. And when we went up on stage for the first time, for the first song, I completely forgot to turn on my monitors and my microphone. So I don't know, like halfway through the first song, I was like, what is going on? And then it hit me, but it was the first time ever using that kind of system. So that was funny. And the team was amazing. Like, I'm so excited to continue to do that more. But it was a late night. So with all the activities we've been having in the last couple days with church and friends, like, the house is a total mess. So my priority for this evening is catching up on some dishes that have piled up in the kitchen. We literally have no more spoons because they are all needing to be washed. So that's fun. Yeah. A lot of dishes, a lot of laundry to be folded, and a lot of laundry to be washed. And my husband is going to be picking up a grocery order on his way home from work. So we got that as well. But yeah, it's time to get cleaning up. I am not wanting to show you just how much of a mess my place has gotten. Like, yeah, it's pretty poor. Well, here we're in the kitchen. As you can see, we have dishes over there, dishes over here, bowls down here, my plant stuff. Like, this was literally from Saturday morning when I was working on the plants. Still didn't clean everything up, but we're gonna get it today. We're gonna get it done, right? Yes, we are. But you know what always helps the motivation? Making a fancy drink or something. So I took out some frozen strawberries, and I'm just gonna make like the simplest strawberry smoothie type of thing. Like, I need a little bit of liquid motivation, so we're gonna do that real quick, and then we're gonna crush these dishes. So my amazing husband got home with all of our groceries, and it is a huge haul, guys. So this is what we all got, and I honestly don't feel like I got anything like extra or unnecessary. Somehow, when I put it out on the table, it just looks like a lot. This is what $200 in groceries look like. I have my onions, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, and garbanzo beans. I love making hummus with garbanzo beans. It is the best. Back here we got our proteins. So I have some cheese, turkey sausages, chicken thighs, and ground turkey meat back there. Then here we got some pantry items. So I got some mixed nuts and some plain old almonds, tapioca flour / tapioca starch. Great for making gluten-free things. I needed salt, was literally out. Pineapple chunks, organic corn chips, which were on sale, good old oats, cornstarch, coconut milk, and coffee creamers. This stuff is the best. Little bonus tip here, I always go for the vanilla creamer or the plain one, because the other creamers, like the toasted marshmallow or whatever you call it, they have artificial flavors in there, and you don't know what artificial flavors are, but if it's a chemical thing, it's just not very good, and they can tend to disrupt our wonderful female hormones. So, free tip for you there. Go for the French vanilla. It's real flavor. Anyways, moving on. We have grapes, a ginormous bag of collard greens. I was not expecting it to be this big. You see, like, this is my hand, and it goes all the way top to bottom. Got some cabbage, asparagus, lettuce, broccoli, ripe avocados, and they gave me like an overripe one. This one's a little bit, I'm suspicious that it's too ripe, so we'll see. Cucumbers, radishes. By the way, avocado, cucumber, and radish with a little bit of red onion is a fabulous salad. All right, we got some turnips, and then I have apples and lemons, and top it all off with Chick-fil-A sauce. So now that we got through all that, it is time to put this all away and finish making supper, because again, my husband is already home. It's time to eat. So, something terrible happened last night. Last night, when it was time to go to bed, all of a sudden I hear this loud bang! And I'm just like, was that a gunshot? That sounded close. So that felt off-putting, to say the least. And I'm like looking around, head's going, like, what was this? And Cliff walks back into the bedroom, and so I ask him, hey, like, Was it a gunshot? Do you know what that was? Like, and Cliff was like, no, it was not a gunshot. Not a gunshot. And I'm like, what do you think it was? And then he goes around a little bunny trail trying to get me off the path of finding the answer. So he's gotta make it interesting. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so he's pointing to himself, and I'm like, it was you? What did you do? You know what it is? What is it? And he's like saying whatever things, and then he says it was ice. I'm like, what do you mean it was ice? He's like, it was ice. I'm like, what do you mean? And I'm like, how in the world can it be ice? We have ice cube trays. It's just a and then I knew exactly what it was. And instead of telling you, I just have to show you.
That is a bottle of beautiful kefir water that I had put in the freezer for it to cool down, and I forgot about it. And it exploded, and the bottle is totally shattered.
And I did not have the energy, the tolerance, the mental bandwidth to clean it up last night. So I get to do that today. Anyways, that's the end of story time. For all of my good effort and intentions yesterday, the pile of dishes could not be overcome. So, as you can see, there's still a pile of dishes. So I want to do some of that this morning. Got a lot to do. It's going to be exciting, going from thing to thing to thing. And I'm looking forward to making a lot of progress today. So, carry on with the morning, breakfast, devotions. Gonna go outside again for a little bit of sunlight and movement. We're gonna tackle some of these dishes. All right, back home from work and the fun little break in the midday, which I love getting to do on a Thursday, is walking my boss's dog. So fun. Her name's Penny. She's adorable and so fluffy, my goodness. So that is definitely a fun part of Thursdays. Anyways, I totally forgot this morning that after work on Thursday, I had planned to go and do some content shooting with a friend of mine in a park. So that is going to be fun. And then when I get back, I'll catch up on all the other stuff. And just like that, plans change. No longer going with my friend to the park because she is behind on some work stuff. And it's just going to be me and the laundry over here, chilling all evening. So anyways, now I get to rethink what I'm going to do. I would still love to go outside because it really is so beautiful outside. And I also need to get a couple things from the pharmacy. Besides that, once again, house cleaning, catching up on all those dishes, and maybe going to bed early. That would be really nice. We've had late nights all week, and it is starting to catch up.
I think that's is entirely inconsistent with everything we know about the structure. So all the problems that were stressed at its core is a generalized system. It wasn't designed, and that will accomplish two things. Because
happy Friday, we made it, or happy whatever day it is for you as you're watching this today. But it is Friday here for me, and just had a really nice morning. So I'm gonna go to work. I have lunch plans with a friend, which is gonna be awesome. And then cleaning the house, doing the laundry, preparing for the weekend. Looking forward to resting and catching up on some sleep because this week we've had a lot of late nights and we always have an early morning. In case you're wondering, we wake up, my husband and I wake up at 5:20 in the morning. He works in construction and he has to be at his job site at 6:30, 45-ish in the morning. So that means we get up early, I make his breakfast and, help him get ready for work in the morning. And over the past couple months, I have also decided that I want to stay up. Like I want to work on that habit so that I can work on my goals, right? Work on this vlog before work. And it has been a process of getting my body accustomed to waking up in the morning. So I feel like I'm finally at the point where I can be up in the morning and stay up and like actually feel pretty good about it. It's been a long time coming. There's been many mornings where I got up early with my husband and then I went right back to bed after he left and I slept for like another hour and a half to 2 hours before work. I have that luxury because my work started at like 10 a.m. So anyways, I could rest a bit longer, but now I'm at the point where like even last week on a Friday morning, I would feel so spent by the end of the week that I would just sleep as long as I could in the morning. But not this time. This morning I actually stayed up. I tidied up the kitchen. I made pancakes this morning and it was so good. And I just felt great all morning. So I'm super, super grateful for that. And it's these small steps and small wins that I think really matter. Like I used to be someone who had the discipline and believed that you needed to if you're gonna make a change, you gotta be drastic. You gotta decide and it's that way forever. Like you make the change, you make the big moves and that's it. But that doesn't always work. It certainly has not worked for me for the past couple years where I have really struggled with motivation and clarity and discipline. Like the discipline to just stick with something and keep on going. So this whole morning thing has been steps in that direction over a long period of time. And I kept trying and kept trying and kept trying. And now we're here. So I'm super excited about that. All that to say, if you're trying to make a change in your life, take baby steps. Take baby steps and never quit. Even if you have a fail day or a cheat day or you miss out on a day or even a couple days or even a week, just do not quit. Refuse to let yourself let go of that desire or that thing you are working towards, because over time it will become more and more natural, just like waking up in the morning. So thank you for watching my TED Talk. I'm gonna go to work now and I'll catch up with you later when we go for lunch. A lot of time has passed. It is way into the afternoon. We successfully went to work, had a great lunch date with a friend, and I've kind of been moseying around since then. It's been really chill. My husband's actually home. He got home early from work today. Apparently they were all cut up and nobody really wanted to work, so they decided to quit early and he was here at 1:20. So early. Anyways, he's studying for a course that he needs to do and I've been kind of chilling, kind of cleaning, kind of watching YouTube shorts and getting distracted. But now we're getting back in gear. I am going to make my second ferment for my kefir, which reminds me, I never got to cleaning the kefir bottle that exploded yet. We should do that first, just to make sure it gets done. So we got our soapy hot water bucket and a paper bag to put the broken pieces in. Now we just need to take everything out and clean it up and it should be great, right? Well, thankfully, cleaning up the freezer wasn't that big of a deal after all. It just had to be done. Now, want to do the kombucha. I mean, kefir water. Kefir, not kombucha. I really need to change it, but I need to be making supper, which is why I'm getting out my cutting board, cut some potatoes, throw those in the oven, and then I'm gonna cut up a salad. And hopefully between cutting the potatoes and waiting for them to cook, there will be enough time for me to do the kefir and get that all done. Well, the kefir is put away, the food is done, the table is set, and my husband and I are gonna go enjoy our Friday night tradition, supper and a movie night. It's been a full day. It's been a full 5 days, really, and I hope you have enjoyed coming along with me for the week. But with that, I will say goodbye. I will say good night. And if you want to stick around, please subscribe, hit that like button, and leave me a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.